I've been researching golems, Kane. Golems.
Golems.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like from Terry Pratchett.
Yes, in fact, entirely like that. The idea is that you
Cool.
make little minions. Some of them are made of straw, wood. I have yet to research flesh or clay, but those are apparently options. The flesh
Yeah.
ones, I'm worried that Kingy had one because it's forbidden knowledge according to my Thaumonomicon, and I've been staying
Oh.
clear of that because it's nasty stuff. It's eldritch.
Yeah.
It's abominable. So I've mostly been avoiding that. Some of it is apparently quite useful, but apparently the devil has all the best tunes and all that. So
Absolutely.
in this case, what I've done is I've created a couple of wooden golems and I've got them out by the magical forest that's kind of over in that direction. And the idea is that I'm going to set them up so they can harvest mana beans for me, which are essentially just items which have a single element attached to them, which is really, really useful because when you're doing distillation and alchemical stuff in Thorncraft, everything has like a jumble of elements into it, and it can be difficult to find something that's like a reliable source of just one thing without having all this leftover gubbins.
Okay.
So as I'm about to demonstrate, there are several components in a stone hoe, which are the elements of harvest, earth, chaos, and wood, which kind of makes sense in a way because you're tilling the soil with them, which is the kind of chaos and earth parts. The harvest part naturally comes in because they're tools used for, tilling the land and harvesting and so forth.
They're used for reaping, not reaping. Is it? Yeah, tilling the land, and then you use a different tool to harvest, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose you do. But in this case, for some reason, Thorncraft thinks that that's the closest approximation it's going to get.
It's just part of the process.
Yes, it is part of the process. And I have an absolute ton of wood essentia. I have absolutely loads of it. So I kind of want to avoid having too much of that if I can. I need to make some void jars. But yeah, I've got these shelves over here now, which look, I think, absolutely brilliant for kind of storing all the essentia jars in. They look quite pretty. So the idea...
They look pretty space efficient as well.
Yes, yeah. Normally if you put these around, then they take up an entire block just having the jars. So you kind of just leave them laying there. But yeah, my plan now is to distill the harvest element out of these hoes and hopefully leave... the other stuff available so I can use it for infusion and stuff like that.
Awesome. Where does the whiskey come out?
That's the next floor is going to be the whiskey distillery, I think.
Oh, okay.
Where's the Terra? Yes, there we go. Okay, so we have one more of those. I think I probably need to make myself another arcane alembic. I can't remember what exactly that involves.
Looks like you just bottled the slime.
Yes, there is actually an element of slime. I forget exactly what it's called, but yeah, if you distill slime balls, then you get something entirely different. I think it's gelum or something like that, which sounds about right. Sounds like a tasty dessert to me. Right, so I'll need another vis filter because we need 5 iron, a gold ingot, a bucket, and a vis filter. I don't think I have any more vis filters here. I think I used them all for making the first alembic. So let's head down to the basement for a second. If you'd like to follow me. This elevator block is cool, but it's tricky to navigate when I've put all the slabs around. So you have to shift to get down there. Right, and if you'll stand over here for me, please.
Yeah.
Right. So now we're in the basement, and this is my
There's a hole in the ceiling.
Not for long. That's my portable hole system. It's not the most efficient way of getting around, but it's flashy on video, and I like it.
Very Wile E. Coyote. I love that.
Yeah, just kind of hanging in midair, especially with your slowfall boots. It makes it quite comical. So now I need myself I need 5 iron, but I also need a fresh bucket, and I don't want to sacrifice the one I already have. So
there's a bucket.
Oh, you got one there. Fantastic. Okay, so slightly less iron, which is, to be fair, a good thing because I don't have a great deal of iron left. I need to raid the Hollow Hill to get a little bit more. So we want 3 gold because we need one for the vis filter as well. Follow me to this wall, please.
That wall, okay.
Yep.
Oh.
This is my exit.
Nice.
Because you can't use, for some reason, you can't use the portable hole one focus when you're... we can probably just go in this way. When you're in water, it just doesn't work that way. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
I'll let you in. There you go.
There we go.
I'm going to stick another one of these on top of my alchemical furnace up here, and hopefully that should allow us to distill more essentia because we can have more of these tubes running off of it, you see.
Ooh.
And you can build up these things until they're sort of 5 high, I think. So
you can have a whiskey double.
yes, exactly. Yeah, we can have several different mashes going at once. The idea is for the floor upstairs to actually have an absolute ton of these all running kind of in unison, and then just distilling everything down to these bottles on this floor. So all I have to do is get up there, chuck a bunch of stuff in the correct alchemical furnace, and then all of the piping and stuff comes down here, and it all just ends up in the bottles, just to make it kind of easy for access.
It's like the Thorncraft version of an oil refinery, then, where you get different oils at different levels.
Yeah, essentially that. It's there's a couple of different aspects to it, but that's not a bad analogy. So if we pop this one on there, maybe? No, that's not going to work. Hang on. I need some more of these essentia pipes as well. There's so much stuff in modded. That's the problem. I'm sure I had some more of these somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where. Oh, that's what I needed the Quicksilver drops for. You see, before we got on camera here, I was saying that I had a bunch of Quicksilver drops and I didn't know why. That's why. I haven't left any handy essentia tubes around here, so it looks like we're going to have to head back down to the basement and get some more. You can stay up here if you want instead of taking this whole trip with me again, because it's a little bit unwieldy.
I'll play around on the arcane levitator for a bit.
Right.
See, you're a member of the Crimson Cult as well.
Kingy brought me a banner and said, "This is my club. I want you to join." No, I think it's one of those things where if I scan that with my thermometer, I can make banners that have the symbols for the elements on them. So I'm actually planning on making a few of those, because banners aren't normally in 1.7, but they seem to have been added in as part of Thorncraft at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if I make myself a few more of these essentia tubes using I need to get one of these. You know what? I'll make one up here. How do you make the? I think you just tap a crafting table or something with your wand. There we go. Right. So I've got ourselves an arcane work table, so we can use this up here instead of having to faff about downstairs. Now, we needed iron ingots either side of this. We wanted, where are they? Yes, gold nuggets there, quicksilver drops there, glass in the middle. Bam, we've got ourselves some essentia tubes. Fantastic. So now we can have that go into there. Ah, right, okay. We can have it go like so. Maybe. Can I change this? Hang on. Give my wand back.
It's like you're building a transformer.
Yes. Yeah, this is the tricky bit, because it's making sure that all of this stuff doesn't... Oh, there it is.
Oh, you got a leak?
Yes, that's the problem. Wand.
Everybody evacuate. There's a gas leak.
It'll be fine. If we pop this up here like that, then that will leak. Okay.
Maybe the valve should go on top of the jar.
You volunteering? There we go. I still don't know how any of this is supposed to work.
It looks like the panel on the front doesn't accept inputs, because the sides where it goes in don't have that kind of brown panel.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the case. So we've got ourselves some...
So it looks like the one above is rotated 90 degrees.
It is. That does seem to be the case. Right, so now we've got the arbor at least going into there, and I can make another label for this so that it doesn't... The way you stop essentia from travelling into empty jars is to label them, and that will only allow that type of essentia to get into the jar.
So labels are filters.
Labels are basically filters, yes. And in this case, I can probably pop the rest of this arbor essentia in here so I can get my files back. There we go. And yeah, let's continue cooking these. There are wooden hoes which only give you one of the farming type of essentia. Oh, this is annoying because stuff keeps getting stuck in the wrong places. I think the majority of it goes to it kind of goes upwards. It gets pushed out, and then stuff just needs to be rearranged.
This is proper mad science.
Oh, it is. It's totally mad. All right, let's cook this wood one while we're here. So that one means the Meto's going to stuck in there and the arbor is in there. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to understand how this all works. It's just I'm having to experiment a little bit so I can get my whiskey distillery on the next floor to be right first time, so I don't have to worry about it. So now I think we have enough of the metal to make ourselves a golem core, and the golem core we're looking at is harvest, because that one is going to help me basically take down all of the mana beans from my mana bean farm over there in the enchanted forest, and it will just, as far as I can tell, it will just drop them on the ground unless it puts it in. Yeah, the harvested material simply drops to the ground and must be gathered by some other means, which is why we also have a couple of golem cores which are set to gather.
Right.
And so the idea is that, yeah, they'll just take the fruit down from the vine, they'll drop it on the ground, these other golems will gather it up and they'll put it in a chest, and that's how I'll get tons of mana beans, essentially.
Fantastic.
I still have to research how I can get them to replant the mana beans after that, because I don't know if there's a core for that, or at least if there is, I haven't managed to research it yet. So we've got that, and now the next thing we need to distill, this is going to be fun. Next thing we need to distill is a little bit simpler, because these only have, I can probably take this other alembic off, these only have 2 ingredients, because we're going to be distilling some wheat into wheat byproducts. Oh, hello, we've
gas leak.
We've got another leak. That's fine, that'll
You
all
need
go
to get
away.
yourself a detector up somewhere on the wall.
I do, yeah, I need one of those, you know, carbon monoxide meters or something, don't I?
Yeah, the alarms.
I've got a labelling system going on over here, but it's all very hard to remember. Hello, what was that? Something just went smash. Was that you?
Yeah, I put the carpenter's stairs there, but it looks like all the glass is intact.
How very weird. It sounded like somebody threw a splash potion. I was really confused. And arbor can go over here somewhere, because I won't really need that. That's where my jar of Precantio went. I was wondering. Goodness.
Yeah, it makes a smash sound every time you put something down on it.
That's weird and very unsettling.
Okay.
Can you see how much is in this jar, or is it something with my Thorncraft goggles?
No, I can't see at all.
Right, pop these on. And
okay.
And if you put them in your head slot, you should be able to see that this has a number kind of coming off of it, and it's going to tell you what element of Essentia is involved. So
it's not. It's going to tell a question mark, because I haven't researched any.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, I hadn't considered that, actually.
Yeah, I've got 2 of something inside the arcane alembic.
Yes, that's the hunger Essentia, which I do need to make another bottle for, but I will get around to that later. In fact, I probably better make a bottle for it, because otherwise this is all going to get needlessly complicated. I've got 14 zombie brains in here as well. Goodness knows why. Right, back in a second.
Somebody's peeled off the colours from your Rubik's Cube.
I'll have to come back upstairs so you can explain to me what you're talking about. Oh, is it my the runic matrix?
Yes.
Yes. No, the Runix cubics. Where can I make jars? I think that's glass panes, and bam, there. So now, with the wonderful Essentia tubes which we had before, we can do that, and now all of the hunger can drain into there. Good. So that will be of some use. In fact, let me make a label for that one.
So,
we've got
does that make you hungry, or does that quench your hunger?
Difficult to say. It's the element that seems to be present in most foods. So I think it's satisfying your hunger, but it's a little bit weird. So that should be everything for the moment. If you can follow me downstairs, and we'll head over to... Oh, I need my wand. That's something I'll need. I'm just going to leave this on the table. We'll head over to the Enchanted Forest and then see what we can do about these golems. And over here, you'll notice we have 2 golems.
Oh.
And these guys are kind of inanimate right now. They're not really doing very much. And
Awesome.
I have a feeling that they won't do very much once I've activated them, because I haven't got a golem bell, and that's something that I will need to make in a second. But for that we need quartz and some other stuff. I need to go to the nether. I've already made myself a gathering golem animation core, and so if I apply that to this little guy,
Oh, hello.
then he says, to me at least, he says, Master, do you want me to pick up something specific or continue picking up everything? And he's got little inventory slots that you can put in, you know, what you want him to gather. So in this case, I want him to gather the 6 types of mana beans that are growing over here, which are mana beans of the 6 primal aspects. That's air, earth, fire, water, order, and chaos. And I don't have a decent collection of them here yet, but I'm going to be growing out this kind of grid pattern of them so that the golems can come down here, harvest, and hopefully replant the mana beans. And then I'm going to get I think you can make a lamp of growth or something like that will encourage the mana beans to grow faster. And then that way I can just have as many mana beans as I want to do all the distillation and alchemical stuff I can manage. So with this guy being a gather golem, we need to make this guy a harvest golem. So for that, if I consult my Thaumonomicon a second, I'll be able to confirm this. We needed the elements of Mesis, which is crops, and Meto, which is harvest. And I need to pop those in the crucible here along with a golem core. Now I've got 2 files of this because I'm probably going to make a few different harvest golems. And I'm burning myself on the crucible. If we throw each of these in, like so, and then throw in a golem core at a time.
Pixlriffs, why are your hands so soft?
It's all the fairy liquid. So now I have, or at least I should have, a few different golem cores. Well, I've only got 1. That's worrying.
Did you leave some in there?
Well, I definitely threw in 3.
Yeah, I saw you do it.
And now I've only got 1. Oh, goodness. I've probably done something terrible here, but never mind. What it means is we've got at least 1 that we can apply to this fella, and now he's a harvester. So you can go there for all your pub lunches, and I think...
Free refills on your salad.
I think these guys will actually defend themselves against attacking stuff, but I might make this more of like a kind of compound area that they can work in so that they don't have to worry about getting attacked by witches and zombies and stuff, because they do have lifespans, and these guys are not particularly durable because they're made out of wood. If they weigh less than a duck, then no, never mind.
Build a bridge out of them.
So the idea is that eventually we're going to get these guys harvesting the mana beans over here, and I need myself a golem bell, so I think I can... I think I need that so I can move them from over here to over there, because they'll only do stuff within a 16 block radius of where they start out.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. But now at least we kind of know how to do this. We've got the golems working. They will talk to me, and this guy won't actually, so I'm not sure what he has to do, but maybe he's just got a fairly simple kind of job. He's just harvesting stuff from over there. He doesn't have to worry about picking stuff up. So we can get this guy to work once I've made myself a golem bell. But for that, I think I'll probably do that kind of off camera or in another episode or something, because I think I've waffled on enough for today. But thank you very much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have your company.
No, that's right. It's interesting to see. Well, basically, I've learned nothing because it's all like words and numbers. But hey,
it's pretty much the same as me with the propolis and all of the apiary stuff last time around. I've been finding some more bees, by the way. So there's a couple of those over here if you still wanted them. There's a hive or 2 around the place.
Awesome. I will come back with a scoop.
Over here in the magical forest. I've got my wand with me. I can scoop them with that, I think. So yeah, there's a meadows hive over here.
Meadows good.
Is, going to be good for your purposes. Oh, and there's a red bordered one. That's a princess. And there's a honeycomb for you as well.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Hopefully that can be of assistance to the post office venture. I need to start using that because I've got myself a forestry mailbox now. So
yeah,
you can get mail straight to the tower at this point.
Cool. Yeah, I need to set up the production of letters properly.
Yes.
Propolis.
Propolis. Got to do these things propolis.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll get that sorted and then be around selling the stamps. So.
Nice one. Nice one. I need to go and stop by his shop in Spawn and buy some. But that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching Decidedly Neapolitan. My name has been Pixlriffs, and the other voice you've been hearing has been Kaine83. Check out his channel, link in the description if you don't know him already. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.
Bye.